Takuma Sato turned the fastest laps of this session, and the two-time champ is with Georgia Henneberry.
He sure did. We were talking about the irony. A two-time champ has to do the refresher session, but you actually said it's much needed. Can you elaborate on that?
It sounds weird, you know, but I would say I really appreciate the IndyCar for they make me, make everyone for the program out of the car for 12 months because, you know, you not get used to going 220 miles per hour. Yeah. Even you experience in your life, it's just like down the pit lane, blimey, it just cars so reactive and so fast, and you get used to probably after 10 laps. But the refresher program just gives you a little bit cushion, like no pressure, and you can do it 15 laps each for the next segment. And that's I think I would say it's a really good program. Saying that, the last time I did it was a rookie orientation 15 years ago. So just to remind me, I could picture the day we went to, and it was a nice program.
So what is that feeling like, the first 10 laps or so, when you haven't been in the car and you're like, wow, this is fast?
It's just the excitement as well. So you need to adjust a lot of things. For example, this year, the totally new different wheels for the hybrid system, and you need to get used to. Now, of course, you don't do it for the lots of Christmas things, you know, for the first scouting, but just make sure everything's settled in, make sure you're comfortable with it, and then feed it out for the throttle. And this is what I remember, and then melt into the conditions. That's then it's just to make comfortable. That's the first step. So I think everything was very smooth, and I think I must say, team did a fantastic job for the preparation for me.
How was that session specifically for you? What did you like? What did you not like?
Well, what I like was hybrid. It's quite fun, actually. Yeah,
good.
Region, deploy, a totally new experience. Now, I know for the mechanism from the road cars, but in race cars, I never experienced in this sensation. And you can feel the power, you can feel what's happening, and that's good. The downside is obviously weight. You know, everybody's saying that. It's more than 100 pounds on the back of the car. So just the polar moment, and just when you get the sensation of getting to the corner, the back of the cars, it's just to keep rotating, which is not a positive way for me. So we need to work onto the car. It's definitely a game changer for that, because the setup we've been having competitive one is not entirely sure that 100% apply. You know, I think we have to find out a little bit more and more. So I mean, that's the name of the sport. I think I'd like to challenge, and the engineering part is doing a really good job. So I think all in all, it's great for the fans to have a tool to do something working with.
We talked to Graham a little bit earlier about all the improvements that they tried to make in the off-season to the Rahal Letterman Lanigan cars. Can you feel those improvements off the bat?
Absolutely. I mean, when I was able to back in a Rahal car last year, I obviously working on to some of the experience on the different teams, and seeing all the good faces, and that was really good. But it's not to really scratch the paper. Just you never be able to continue to what you've been done. So this year, going to the second year for when I come back to the team. For third time, was it? Yeah. So that's good. If you look at my boys, my chief, like 80% of the boys was my familiar faces, and a couple of new guys, and I bring back my engineer from Ireland, and he was supposed to be retired a couple of years ago. But anyway, all in all, I think the Bobby and particularly Mike Lanigan funding for the financial part for the team as the stability, and like Graham said, I think keep working on the engineering side is very strong. I think continue the work is what the result you can see. So hopefully all the preparation over the course of the winter, the team's done. It looks like it's working well at the moment. It's a little too early to say, but it's working well.
Well, and speaking of bringing back memories, you are going for your third Indianapolis 500 championship. When you walk into the Speedway, can you recount those memories and, of course, winning the Indianapolis 500?
Absolutely. I mean, IMS is a place, for the sport, and not just a personal level, just for the globally. I've been experienced for the other categories, including Formula One, but this is nothing like it. And I always love to come back to the Motor Speedway, and you just feel it out. And obviously 2020 was a pandemic, and there's no spectators, just grey, sad, lonely. But, we know the fans are waiting for the outside safely that day. So we're still winning, counting big time for us. But imagine if we can do it again. Over 300,000 people. I just cannot imagine. Just appreciation is going more and more and more, regardless what the result you are.
It's not May yet, but it sure feels like it. It's almost there. Thank you, Takuma Sato. Appreciate your time.